Okay, we're back. This is chapter 2. This is part 2. This video is only going to be on ogives. So ogives are, it's a running total. It's a cumulative frequency. So not just frequency. So it goes from 0 to 13, but then instead of going from 14 to 27, it goes 0 to 27. And then instead of going from 28 to 41, it goes 0 to 41. So it just keeps adding these top end boundaries on it. And so that's what's happening here. That's 14, then 23, because there are 9 more in the next group, and then 5 more in the next group, so 28. So this is 0 all the way down to 55.5, and then to 69.5, and then to 83.5, and then so it's like a bus, and people stop, and you just keeping track of how many people got onto the bus each time, and that's a running total, if you will. So that's called an ogive. It looks like ogive, but it's ogive. It's a J pronounced the G, and then so here we are, much like the histogram, much like the it's actually a little more like the histogram and a little less like the frequency polygon. The polygon used the midpoints. This, we're going back to the boundaries again, like the histogram. So we put the boundaries down, and now we start from 0 on this one. None of them are lower than negative 0.5. But then 13.5, we're up to 14. And then I'll put the little number above it. You don't have to do that. That's just a little cheat that, so you don't have to worry because it's not on graph paper or whatever. Then the next one is 23. So the next boundary is 27.5, but there's between 0 and 27.5, there's 23. So here we go up to 23. Then the next one after that goes to 28. And the next one after that goes to 29, and then 30, then 31, and then 33. And then we connect it. So it always starts from 0 and it goes up, 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 up. And the very last one should always be the total amount. So n is equal to 33 here. And that should always be the last number on any ogive. All right? So in the homework, they're also going to have you do a relative cumulative frequency ogive. And all that's going to change is instead of these numbers being a tally, we make them into percents. So you take your cumulative frequency that you have here, the 14, the 23, the 28, the 29, the 30, the 31, and the 33, and we change it into 42%, 70%, 85%, 88%, 91%, 94%, and 100%. And so what's going to change, this is going to be the exact same. This is actually going to be the exact same. What's going to change are the numbers. So instead of this being 5 through 33, it's now relative cumulative frequency, and it would look exactly, it would have the exact same shape. It's just now it's going to be like, here's percents. So the first one, instead of being 14, that's going to be here. We'll go 10, 20. This is percents. Or here, I'll go with a decimal instead of putting the percents. We'll go 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. 0.4, and that's going to be 0.42 right there. We'll move it a little down. 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and 1. All right, so we've got all the decimals, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. And so now this is 0.42, this one is 0.7, this one is 0.85, that one's 0.88, that one's 0.91, and then the last one, oh wait, I messed it up, 14, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, I missed this one. This one is supposed to be 0.88, 0.91, and 0.94, and then 1. So 100% on the last. So it's exactly the same graph. It's just you have percents instead of the actual frequencies. And so that they just throw the word relative in there. Relative cumulative frequency can be also an ogive with so percents or with the actual raw data. Throughout my statistics career, it's usually they go with the percents like that. So you'll see that more often. All right, the next video will continue the rest of chapter 2. I just wanted to have a special little video for ogives.